January 22nd. It is about 10:05. I'm on my way home. I'm loving the fact that it's almost 5 and the sun is still up. That means we are crossing that threshold into sooner or later when I drive home, it will still be light outside. By the time I get home tonight, it's probably another 25-30 minutes before I get home right now. The sun will have started to set. It's already starting to set, but it will be much further down. But I will love the fact that when I get home in the spring and summertime, the sun will be up and I can sit outside or, take a swim or whatever it is. And I'm ready for that. This is the winter that never was. It's cold enough to snow when it's not precipitating, but when it is precipitating, it's warm and it rains. And I'm not down for that right now. I want either snow or I want warm weather, like one or the other. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the games that our mind plays on us. So I was talking to a Weight Watchers leader today. I don't go to meetings, but she is a leader who happened to be a friend of mine. And she was saying I should come to a meeting just to see. I've never been to a meeting. I don't know. However, we were talking a little bit about, kind of the reset and the restart. So, quick little background. I started Weight Watchers several years ago at over 230 pounds. I got down to 175. My lowest ever was 165, but I plateaued for a year at 175. They brought out freestyle. For over a year, I stayed at 175 on freestyle. I eventually got kind of fed up with not losing any weight. I got a little cocky and started saying, well, I'm 175, this is what I am now. I started celebrating a job promotion and climbed myself up to 190. At 190, when I finally saw that 190, I was like, all right, enough is enough. I was on iTrack Bites then because I wasn't really tracking on a regular basis because like I said, I had started to celebrate and I got a little disheartened with Weight Watchers and I moved away and I tried to use iTrack Bites to go back on Smart Points, but it wasn't. I'm weird. Like this is that mind game number one, because I was using iTrack Bites and not using Weight Watchers, and I was a Weight Watcher. There was some mind head thing that said you're not really doing Weight Watchers, you're not really doing it right, and I gave myself permission to not track or fudge the numbers, or you're not paying every month anyway, who cares, like that kind of thing. So in November of last year, I say this year because it was only 2 months ago. In November of 2019, I rejoined Weight Watchers at 190 pounds. I went down in December to 187 pounds. The lowest I got was 187.0. I am currently at 188.2, and I seem to keep going from 189 to 187, up and down and up and down and up and down. I was trying to do intermittent fasting. I had convinced myself, here's mind game number 2. I had convinced myself that intermittent fasting means you don't eat breakfast and your lunch should be next to nothing so that when you get home you can have dinner. I was finding myself irritable, cranky, hungry, starving, and eating junk right before I went to bed because I had the points. I stepped back this past week and I thought about, why was I successful on Weight Watchers the first time? Mind game number 3. So this third mind game of mine was, you had you were 240 pounds-ish, almost 240 pounds, and you had, you wanted to get down to like 175. That's a lot of weight. Now you're 188 and you want to get down to 175. That's not as much weight. So of course your body is hanging on to those last 10 pounds or whatever you want to call it, or 12 pounds, and I said to myself, well, I really want to be 165. I mean, that was really my ultimate goal from the very beginning. And because I'm an online member, I can make my own goal, because I'm never going to be a lifetime member. I will always have to pay. However, because I want to be 165, I got about 20 pounds to lose. And then I started reading the articles, the last 20 pounds is the hardest. Now, I will challenge you. Google the last 10 pounds is the hardest. Google the last 20 pounds is the hardest. Google the last 30 pounds is the hardest. And you can find an article to support all three of those statements. Well, the last 30 can't be the hardest if the last 20 is the hardest, if the last 10 is the hardest. They're all hard. They're all hard. So I thought about how I'm going to be successful, or was successful last time. And one of the things I did last time is I absolutely ate breakfast. I counted my points, and I ate breakfast, I ate lunch, and I ate dinner. Now, I will tell you, I did not eat at home when I first started. When it came to dinner, I ate my breakfast at work, I ate my lunch at work, and then our dinners we usually ate out. I would say the majority of the time. So, I definitely am able to eat out and enjoy weight loss. However, mind game number 4. When everyone else was eating out and I was, a great Weight Watcher, which is how we all start off, and they're all eating their French fries and their cake, and they're having their sandwiches with lots of mayonnaise on it, or their pizza or whatever, I was eating salad. Because it's kind of like being a vegetarian, right? If you ever have gone to dinner or lunch or whatever with a vegetarian, everyone at the table wants to tell the vegetarian what's on the menu they can eat, right? Because they all feel bad that they've chosen this steak place when you're out with a vegetarian, right? So people would start with me, there's a good salad on the menu. You can have that. Of course I can have a salad. Everybody can have a salad, Then I started to realize that a lot of the salads were way high in points, like 16, 17, 18 points for these salads, because they were covered in cheese and nuts and fruit and, just really high calories. So I started to really take a look at my salads, and I was getting the salad that worked, which usually was a house or a garden salad, hold the cheese, hold the croutons, which in a lot of restaurants is lettuce, maybe a cucumber, maybe a tomato, and an onion, right? And some dressing. Because in reality, what people really want when they get a salad is the dressing. I happen to have a diner up the street from me that I love the salad I get from there. It is a good salad, and I get grilled shrimp on top. And I'm good with that. So I was doing really well, and I was that Weight Watcher. I'm eating my salad. Have a salad. Have my salad. No French fries. I'm on Weight Watchers. Or, I'll just have this one little piece of pita bread while y'all are having the bread basket. Or I'm not going to have any bread or any alcohol or any dessert because I'm on Weight Watchers. And I did that for a long time. And the problem is, the second I stepped one toe into that belief, mind game number 5, of everybody is eating wonderful things except me, and I am not going to be deprived my whole life. I'm going to have a drink here and there. I'm going to have a dessert here and there. It became, screw you, Weight Watchers. I'm having this dessert. And I started to fall down the slide, So the mind game of, look at me, this great Weight Watcher who will never have dessert again and who will never have this again, turned into the mind game of, oh no, everyone's having wonderful things except me, and I want them. So my mind has really been the biggest barrier of this weight loss the entire time. And now it's doing it again. Mind game number 6. I am now starting to convince myself that I have all these other issues that are stopping me from losing weight. and I can, I could rattle them off too. I'm not sleeping well at night. Don't know why. I am feeling very fatigued lately. Don't know why. I'm not getting enough exercise. I'm older now. If you're over 40, you can't lose weight, right? Because that's what all the magazines say. I'm over 40. Who cares? Why lose weight? Isn't like I'm going to get younger. I'm never going to look like the cover of a magazine. All of these things are coming into my head. We used to go camping, and I felt so good when we went camping because I had lost so much weight. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to, we're probably not going to go camping anymore because, we're since Norm's surgery and, we've gotten older and things start to ache and creak and whatnot. We're just not willing to sleep on the ground or sleep on an air mattress so much. Norm can't hike yet. So, what do I have to be in a great shape for? He can't do it, so I'm probably not going to do it. So I can come up with all these mind games, all these excuses of why I'm not losing weight and also why I don't need to lose weight. Who am I kidding, right? Who am I trying to impress? Why does it matter? So I just told you 6 mind games over the course of my Weight Watchers journey. 6. And I guarantee you, if I continued to sit here and tell you my Weight Watchers story, I could probably come up with 6 more. But just those 6 have derailed my plan so many times. The good news is, I am back. I never left, but I am back in the saddle pretty hard. I am eating breakfast again. I am keeping my lunches low. I'm trying to, give myself some variety. One of the things I have found lately is that meal prepping, if I prep the same thing for all 5 days, I'm not going to eat it. Number 1, I don't want it after day 2. And number 2, it doesn't taste that great at the end of day 5. So I stopped meal prepping and started meal planning. I had to say that in my head. Meal prepping and meal planning are 2 very different things, and they can go together. You often need to meal plan in order to meal prep, but you don't necessarily need to meal prep to meal plan. So one of the things I do now is I set myself up with 3 different breakfasts. Breakfast I, breakfast so, breakfast is. And I make sure that there's nothing that's going to go bad like tomorrow. So I am not a huge egg fan for breakfast. I love egg salad, but I'm not a big egg fan for breakfast. So I got the Sandwich Brothers turkey sausage and cheese pitas for 4 points with some fruit. I got some I got some waffles, Kashi Golean waffles, which are 4 points for 2. I got some oatmeal, that's 3 points for a packet. It was no sugar added or low sugar something. So that I had 3 viable options that I can grab and put in my box, in my lunch box, so that in the morning I have a breakfast that I don't have to have the same every day. Now, right now I'm really loving the Sandwich Brothers. So I've had that 2 days, 3 days in a row. And I will probably have waffles tomorrow just because they sound good. But I did the same thing with my lunches. I meal prepped last night. I pulled out, I'm also trying to use some of the stuff up in my freezer. So I pulled out a rice, broccoli, chicken bake that was in a box. It was supposed to be for 4 people, and the box was like this big. I put it in the crock pot, let it kind of simmer simmer in the crock pot and it got even bigger. So, like a cup and a half of that is like 13 points or something. So I made sure that my lunch was low today, so that I could have these 13 points. And, you know, I'm probably going to have a cup of it tomorrow for lunch, which would make it 9 points. So my dinner tomorrow will have to